Hello everybody, I'm Alison Moore. I'm the Director of ABBEY Language Travel, and I'd just like to introduce ABBEY Language Travel to you. We arrange educational tours for high schools in particular, and in fact we arranged the trip for the school in 2025 last year to Japan, and we're proposing to arrange a very similar itinerary for 2027, and of course that's why you're all attending this information meeting at the moment. So we have prepared with the teachers, Miss Rennie in particular, a tour information pack which shows all of the details of the tour that we're proposing for April 2027. So just to run through a little bit of the bones of the itinerary and so on. So the proposal is to depart Auckland on Thursday the 8th of April, and this would be your last day of school, or the second last day of term 1. So that's the proposed departure. So departing Auckland on Thursday the 8th, that would be in the morning, and you arrive in Narita Airport in Tokyo late afternoon, 6:50. So you can find this information in the tour information pack on page 4. So that's the proposed flights there. And then returning on Friday the 23rd of April. So a decent amount of time during your school holidays. It's around about 15-16 days away in Japan. And what are you going to be doing in between? So arriving into Tokyo, you would be staying at a capsule hotel on the first night in Narita, just to experience something very Japanese. And then on the Friday, train to Tokyo. By the way, we are now on page 5. Train to Tokyo, and then check into your hostel in Tokyo, and some sightseeing in Tokyo, particularly the Sky Tree. And then Saturday, Tokyo sightseeing with your teachers. Sunday is train to Hiroshima with entrances to the Peace Park and Museum in Hiroshima, and you have 2 nights in Hiroshima. And then on Tuesday, you would be going to Osaka and staying in a hostel there for 2 nights, and then to visit the Universal Studios on the Thursday, because on the Thursday evening you will be going to Rizeisha High School, which is the school that we introduced your school to last year, and I understand there's been a very successful relationship built up and quite a lot of synergy between the school in Japan and in your school. So that's a very nice relationship, and yeah, we're pleased that we can deepen the experience there. So yes, you'll be paired with homestays, so you will have a buddy, a Japanese buddy that you will be you'll be meeting and staying in their house, and then you'll have 4 days in the sister school. So the Friday, the Saturday, Sunday, and the Monday. So of course on the Saturday and Sunday, the weekend, I'm sure the school will organise some things. Otherwise, you will be participating in whatever activities your billet buddy and family organises for you. And then on the Tuesday the 20th, afternoon train to Kyoto. So bye-bye to your host families and off to Tokyo for 2 nights. A day in Tokyo, including to the team lab, and then on the Thursday, your train over to Narita Airport from Kyoto, and then evening departure from Narita. So that's a broad scope, and I'm sure that your teachers will be presenting a little bit more about it, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of an overview. I would also just like to quickly go through the organisational timetable to just show you how to proceed with booking your son or daughter onto the trip. So let's go to page 13, and this is the pre-departure organisation timetable. So on the 20th of March, if you could please complete the enrolment form, and the way you do that is by clicking on this link that's on the page. Well, you'll have to put it into your browser, abbeylanguagetravel.com/EF, so that stands for enrolment form 3, so EF3. And also, if you would please pay the deposit to the school by the 20th of March, and the deposit being, I think it's $1,000, and Ali can let you know the account for the school that you would be depositing the deposit. From there, you can see there's instalment payments. We have also set up a pre-departure meeting date sometime in March, which would be approximately a month, maybe 3 weeks before departure, and that's where we would really like to have all the students plus at least one parent or guardian attend the meeting, and that's where we'll have all of the details of the trip, a very detailed excursion manual, and some safety training about how to move about with the group in a safe manner, and SIM cards, what money to take, how much money, estimates, those sorts of things, packing lists, so all the exciting points, as well as air tickets and insurance. So that is quite a long time from now, April 2027. However, we're asking for March because to start the process in March, because that is when a month after that is when flights open, and we want to be ready to book flights when the flights become available. So we would be going for group flights. And finally, I would just like to point out on page 12 of the tour information pack, there are the terms and conditions of enrolment, which would be very good to read before you sign up for the trip. The student agreement, so this is your responsibilities as a student and expectations of the school for when you travel, and also the cancellation and refund terms and conditions. So you will see the little box down the bottom, and the cancellations made more than 120 days, so I think that's 4 months, you will get a full refund if you cancel, less the $1,000 cancellation fee. For cancellations made more than 90 days but less than 120, so that's before 3 months from departure, you would get a refund of 50%, and then it proceeds. And then if you are cancelling within 60 days, then it's nil refund. Of course, we will have the travel insurance, so if there's a reason that you can't travel and you cancel and it's covered under the insurance, for example, you break your leg, you can't travel for some reason, then you would get a refund according to the terms and conditions of the policy. However, if, for example, you move schools next year and you have to forfeit your place, and that's within the cancellation time frame, then in that case you would not be able to claim on travel insurance, and that would be where the cancellation refund terms you would need to. So that's just an example there. So I hope that is helpful and that you have a very good meeting together. And if you do have any questions, please reach out to us. Our information is on the information pack there, and of course to your teachers arranging the trip. So thank you very much. Have a good evening.